Hey guys, long time no see. It's been a while since you've seen me really, and I don't think you've ever seen this much of my room. But I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about something that's been my recent obsession. I feel like I've been really regressing back into my middle school days recently. I've been reading a lot more, playing a lot more kendama, and recently I realized hbomax had Finding Bigfoot. Kids nowadays have a lot of brain rot shows. They have Cocomelon, Billy and Surprise Toys, and Ryan's Toy Reviews. But my brain rot when I was a kid consisted of Finding Bigfoot and Ghost Adventures. If you don't know the premise of Finding Bigfoot, it's pretty simple. 4 people go out into the woods and try and find Bigfoot. It's full of great characters, and I'm excited to show you guys. So I'm excited for you guys to watch this and enjoy it with me. I don't really remember how to do this stuff. It's been 2 years since I posted the last video. But I hope if anyone's watching, I hope you stick around. Let's get back to the desk and do what I normally do.
Hey guys, look where I am. I'm at the desk, like I said I'd be. Before we get into this, we need to uncover some backstory. Bigfoot or Sasquatch is arguably one of the most famous cryptids to ever exist. Many other countries have this same variation of him, like the yeti, the yeren, or the yowie, skunk ape, all this other stuff. Basically the same fucking creature. If you don't know what Bigfoot is, it's rumored to be like this bipedal ape that just kind of roams the woods and stays out of sight. And there's been thousands of sightings, and I'm sure more pour in each day. Many people actually just dismiss the existence of Bigfoot, as the most likely animal to be a Bigfoot would be the Gigantopithecus. That went extinct 300,000 years ago. So this shit doesn't exist, but don't tell them that or they'll come to your house and fucking kill. Finding Bigfoot premiered in May of 2011, and it features 4 main characters. These are our Finding Bigfoot crew. There's Matt Moneymaker. That is, I swear to God, that is his real last name, is Moneymaker. And he is the founder of the BFRO, which is the Bigfoot Research Organization. You're going to be seeing a lot more of that in this show. It's like the main, I think this show is just made to promote the BFRO, because you would think they're like this big organization. But this is what their website looks like. I feel like I'm going to get an ad for Rhino sex pills on this website, and I am scared. I feel like I shouldn't be on this. Next person is Cliff Barackman. Sorry. He's apparently an evidence analyst, and he is interesting. He's a little bit one of the weirder ones. He seems like a nice guy. Seems like a very nice guy. There's just something about him. I don't know. Once I show you who this guy is, you're like, yeah, no, I get what he was trying to say. And my personal favorite is James Bobo Fay. They refer to him as Bobo. They never refer to him as his real name. His name is Bobo. And I think he's a lead investigator or call tracker or something. I'm not sure what his job is. But every time there's a recreation of some type, he is always the Bigfoot. He is my favorite character. It's always been my favorite character. And will be till the day I die. And then the last person is Renee Holland. She's a field scientist and a skeptic. She just kind of is there. These 4 are basically very unlikely. That's the whole point. And the skeptic on the team, Renee, is just pretty interesting to throw into this dynamic of 3 people who are like, Bigfoot fucking exists. And if you say any different, you are wrong 100%. Because they basically say, oh yeah, this is Bigfoot. Like whenever something happens, they're like, this was Bigfoot, I know it. And she's like, it could have been like, I don't know, a deer like crossing, and then it broke a branch, and they're like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And she's like the only registered actual scientist there with like, I'm pretty sure published work that means something. And they're like, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything you're talking about. But I think that's enough yapping for now. I've been yapping for 5 minutes. So I think it's time to actually get into the episode. and watch it. So this is actually the first episode of the entire series, and let's get into it. So I vividly remember this episode. This is like one that whenever I watch it, I'm like, oh, it's this episode. Hell yeah. So I'm excited. So I'm not sure if all 4 of them are part of the BFRO, but I think they are.
And a remarkable discovery.
These look like toes.
Okay, Cliff is 100% a foot guy. Like 100% confirmed. Foot guy. He looks like a foot guy.
There's a track that from 10 feet you can see is a footprint, a large footprint.
A large footprint. Sorry.
Hey guys, it's Delta Car. I definitely have a hit. Come over here and check it out, you guys.
We definitely have a hit. That was definitely someone just part of their team just trying to take a piss in the woods, and they just caught it.
It was impossibly large. It definitely wasn't human.
I've been tracking Sasquatches for 25 years.
These animals, in fact, are real.
I've seen them. They're here.
I'm having a really difficult time finding an explanation for this.
There's something on the hill.
I do think there's a squatch in these woods.
It is very likely a Bigfoot habitat. But primarily, we're investigating a piece of footage that came from a dash cam from a state trooper vehicle.
I can very easily articulate that. What the crap?
What was that?
Did you see that?
Yes.
That just looks like me and my friends on a night out trying to cross the road to get some food. I gotta be honest.
It's a classic road crossing sighting at night. And it's the first time that's ever been gotten by a law enforcement's dash camera.
Matt in these confessionals loves to say it's a classic sighting. Like he's the expert on Bigfoot. It's everything Bigfoot. He's always pissed me off. He just seems so egotistical.
Brakes, spun around, immediately came back.
I thought I was seeing things, actually.
Oh my goodness, please tell me we got that on video.
The officer puts on the blue lights. We jump out of the car. The officer had a big gun drawn and he's identifying himself.
Imagine you're driving home from baseball practice and you look over and all you fucking see is...
Yeah, what I was telling you, son, if you would have catched that ball when you were in center field, your team would have won. I'm just saying. We need to really work on your pop flies. Like, I don't know what is so hard for you to look in the sky and catch a goddamn ball. Like, when I was your age, I would be catching those things like it was...
Did you see that hairy man run across the road? This is Sergeant Johnson. Put your hands up or I'm gonna shoot you. That was a warning shot, motherfucker. Come on. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. Come on out. Come on out, hairy man. You want your fucking beef sticks? You want your Slim Jims? Come on out.
Bears here, but this thing was on 2 legs the entire time.
I have seen black bears.
Why'd she say black bears like she was saying something bad? She's like, I've seen black bears.
What I gathered from Mary Scott is that she firmly believed that they saw a Sasquatch. At no point did she even bring up the possibility that this was a person in a costume. She also just outright dismissed the possibility that it was a bear.
Matt, she didn't say it wasn't human. She didn't say it was a Bigfoot. She didn't say what it was. She just said it was a creature. She doesn't know what it was. So why do you automatically assume she didn't? She said it was a Sasquatch. She knows it was a Sasquatch. She didn't say that. You guys never asked her, do you think it was a Sasquatch?
And seeing the layout, we would be crazy if we didn't try to recreate it and see if it could be a prank.
The way we're going to do this reconstruction.
God damn. Look at Matt, bro. He's sitting there. He's pimping out, making Cliff do all the work, dude.
And then we're going to drive at the same speed and have Bobo run across the road. We're hoping to shed some light on the size of the creature, the speed it was traveling, and also where it was coming from and going to.
Bobo puts his life at risk to get into the shoes of the Sasquatch. And you can't hate him. You can't hate him for this. He is doing what he loves. And he seems like a great guy. Watch him just be like the biggest racist. He's just a horrible person. But he looks like a nice person.
And we've got guardrails on the side. She's trying to get up to speed. We're at 40. End of the guardrails, 100 feet from the first mailbox. Coming around the bend, another mailbox, and now.
I didn't know Bobo could move that fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
How stressed do you think they were, like, filming this scene? Yo, he hit that. He freaking skirted across that road, man.
We're going to start to see some unusual things, and that will show that this thing that crossed the road is even less likely to have been a human in a costume.
I've run in front of cars at night before, but I was always naked.
Hey, Bobo, we didn't need to know that. Okay, I didn't want to know that. In this recreation, they're like, this one's different. This one looks a little different. They look the exact same. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Here we go. Okay, here we come. Coming up. There's the first mailbox. Coming around, second mailbox, and now. There you go. So notice how the bounding movement looks different than what you see in the footage.
Yeah,
That thing
glides.
didn't have exactly. It glides real well.
Well, I'm definitely leaning towards this is a Sasquatch on film. And I can't be 100% sure, but I think the context of the situation, Mary's excellent eyewitness account.
They look the same. I'm sorry, they look the same.
I think that was a real squatch.
All right.
Damn, Bobo, you okay? He's got that 1,000-yard stare, man. What happened to you?
Roger. Hit it, maestro.
God fucking damn, Cliff. That's scary. Imagine you're just like trying to sleep.
That rocked. I didn't know you had it in you, Cliff.
That's pretty cool.
That sounded like a real Bigfoot.
I practice in the shower. My neighbors hate it. Some people sing in their cars. I do Bigfoot screams.
I'm scanning.
We got no owls and no coyotes and no nothing.
You got no owls, no coyotes, no nothing. What? You guys are screaming in the middle of the woods. They're probably fucking scared of you, dude. They're probably running away.
It suddenly got a lot chillier.
It did.
Cole, did you hear that? Did you hear something in that direction?
I heard that. Was that farther back?
We got 2 knocks. Response. I do think there's a squatch in these woods.
He said it. He said the thing. He said the intro thing.
There's nobody up there. I think that was a squatch. Just so you know, one of my claims to fame in the Bigfoot world is I was the one who discovered that Bigfoots do wood knocks and figured out that if you make sounds that they'll respond. No other Bigfoot researchers had ever figured that out or knew that before because they didn't really go in the field very often.
I try to keep an open mind, but if you go in expecting to hear something and you're looking for it, you might find it when it's actually not there.
This clip is perfect, okay? If Sasquatches are real, right, and they're like every other animal, okay, and people who believe in Sasquatch think they're just as smart as humans. They're like very smart animals. How the fuck did it take people so long to think about if you make noise that sounds like a Bigfoot, they're gonna call back and make noise? Renee has a really good point here that they think every sound is just a Bigfoot. And if you go out looking, expecting for something, you're probably gonna find it, but it's gonna be something that it won't actually be that thing.
Photographs.
I have these pictures.
pictures that my husband took?
She showed us the photographs and said that her husband had taken them a few weeks prior to the meeting. The first thing I noticed about Jeff's footprint photographs is that how crisp the toes were, which to me indicates that they were very, very fresh. The second thing I noticed was the width and most importantly, the lack of instep on the Sasquatch footprint. Sasquatches have large, flat feet. We have an instep, they do not. That's something I look for.
Cliff's a foot guy, like literally. He's a foot guy. Do you see how much he just talked about Bigfoot feet? Like, him and I are the same, for real.
Hit the ground behind us. We turned around and looked, and right there was a log. It was about this big around, about the size of a car tire, and I just happened to look up. He was standing right there.
Okay, so they're talking to Johnson right now, right? They just skip back to Johnson. He has this like really close encounter with the Bigfoot, and it's just basically standing right there. And Matt doesn't really believe it, but he's trying to like lead him in the wrong direction to see if he's lying, but it's weird. Like, just watch this.
As he goes along.
What color was it, the creature? Black. His forehead had no hair.
No hair on the forehead.
And on the forehead right in here.
Okay.
The mouth, he was just sitting there, and it looked...
like a person's mouth.
Similar to a person's mouth.
His description of the face wasn't entirely consistent with what I've heard before, so I was intentionally kind of leading him, suggesting other characteristics that are kind of the opposite of what their face looks like. Okay, what do the eyes look like? Like big wide eye sockets, or?
Yes.
He agreed and said, yeah, big wide eye sockets, not necessarily sunken in, and that's directly the opposite.
It's...
How do they know what the Bigfoot looks like? How do they have this perfect drawing of its face? Where did they get this? How did they know? How do they know this?
Nose, it was flat.
Okay, what was the color of the skin? Was it the same as the forehead?
It was the same.
Well, that's not what they look like either. Their nose has black skin on it, like the black skin on a dog's nose. I still don't know. There's some things about this story that still make no sense at all and just completely flies in the face of what I know reality to be. The jury's still out in my mind. I don't know if I can completely accept that one.
In my brain, if I'm this guy, these people are like the Bigfoot experts, right? So of course, if they tell me something about Bigfoot, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's what it looked like. So this guy just kind of getting fucked over by Matt, really.
So just my regular...
Yo, Cliff, put those dogs away, okay? I don't want to see them.
What are you seeing over there, Cliff?
Let's see that, whatever that is. That looks like toes. Off to the side of the trail near a bend, one particular area caught my eye because it had a lot less leaf litter than the rest of the area surrounding there. Watch where you step.
I am.
And sure enough, there they were, two fantastic Sasquatch footprints, even showing toes. We have a pretty thick heel, like there's no instep right here, and you know, these look like toes.
Cliff pauses. I look. There's a track that from 10 feet you can see is a footprint. Not a hiker's print, a footprint. A large footprint.
This might just be the real deal here.
And this is probably the most interesting part of the episode, because this is like some of the only hard evidence I remember from the show. And I think that they really ever got. It was like this. I don't remember anything else. Any other time they're like, we got a really good print.
What is the reported average height of an adult Bigfoot? A, 7 feet 10 inches, B, 14 feet 2 inches, or C, 10 feet 4 inches?
What is the reported average height of an adult Bigfoot? Oh my fucking God. Okay, I know. Can't be 14 feet, that's way too fucking high. 10 feet, maybe 10 feet. Wait. I'm gonna go with 7 feet 10 inches. Final answer.
The average height of an adult Sasquatch is A, 7 feet 10 inches.
Let's go. Fucking 7 feet 10 inches. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I'm the fucking best. I know everything about Bigfoot. I should be on this fucking show.
Speakerphone, I want to hear what they say.
So, yeah, he didn't want you guys coming here taking his fish.
Or his deer. He just didn't want you back here at all. They understand that among humans...
Hello?
They just like interrupted the interview to answer a phone call.
Hey, Renee, let me put you on speakerphone.
Matt, Bobo, you guys there?
Yeah, we're here with our witness at the spot, John, at the fishing spot where they saw the big 9-footer.
Howdy, what's up?
Go ahead and tell him.
Gentlemen, we have prints.
They found prints. You guys found the same tracks? We found new tracks.
I think these prints are about a month old or so.
I think these are probably left by the same creature that left the footprints that Jeff found.
Wow, they matched the photos, huh?
You know what, Jeff was here, he said these are the same size.
Same shape as the ones he saw.
Wait, Cliff, I gotta ask, can you see toes?
Yes, you can see toes. You found two.
Wow.
We have...
I think Cliff's about to be jorking it to this track he found, man.
In my life.
I'm really excited for Cliff. He's one of my best bros, and I just know how excited he is. Like, I know I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. Cliff's gotta be going out of his gourd right now just with excitement.
So, Renee, what do you think now? Do you believe they exist?
Here's what I will say to you guys. I'm having a really difficult time finding an explanation for this.
Oh, she said it. Renee said it. She said the thing from the intro again.
How thick it is?
Yeah.
Starting to set up already. Prints are very, very temporary. Case in point, Jeff's prints were gone when we got there. It had been about 3.5 weeks. By preserving these particular prints in plaster, these are now going to be shared with, potentially dozens of scientists.
Cliff was here. He does the little S, the little middle school S.
These tracks were found on a trail not very far from a dirt road. And of course, then you have Janet's sighting, a road crossing, and Mary Scott's, a road crossing. So we're starting to see a definite pattern forming. And that tells us a lot about these creatures here in Georgia. Now, using the knowledge we've gained from the locals and our years of experience, we think we've found the best place to look for Bigfoots here. This is ground zero. If they're going to be anywhere in North Georgia, they're going to be
handhelds and come down in here and see what we can stir up. Let's suit up and hit it, you guys. Let's go.
Somebody saw a large figure moving through the woods. We're gonna let the volunteers head back home. We're gonna get our backpacks on and head in on foot.
All right, you guys. Cliff, you want to come with me this way, and then Matt and Renee can go to the right. We'll go left.
For sure.
All right, let's
All right,
go,
let's
guys.
hit it.
We're still pretty close to the water. We might not be able to hear you, but go for it.
I'm going to do 3, so expect the high-pitched, shrieky ones.
Copy that.
Ask him if he did it.
All right, we didn't hear a thing. Did you guys do them?
Sure did.
I can't believe we didn't hear that.
Matt's gonna go ahead and fire one out.
Okay, copy that. We'll listen.
Sorry.
I loved him like looking around like, where the fuck do I do this call? Also, this like response, when I was watching this when I was like a kid, that was the coolest shit. I was like, this is real. No way this could be edited. Didn't even pop in my head when I was a kid that this was edited at all. And it was scary as hell. But rewatching the series, still think it was one of the best responses they've. Good episode. Okay. So that was the first episode of the series. The show ended in 2018, I think, and it got only 100 episodes, but there was like 5 seasons, I think. And the last episode is weird because in the last season there's only 2 episodes, and it's like the first one and then the 100th episode, which is the series finale. But I don't remember them mentioning it at all. That it was the series finale. It was just kind of like a normal episode where they use like some new tech and then it's over and you're like, that's it. Like, I don't even think like the outro is different when like we're like the Bigfoot team went here and then they will find Bigfoot. Like it wasn't. I feel like it just ended. It's just like a lost media, Finding Bigfoot lost media. They also did a reunion in 2021. It was like a 2-hour special. Everyone came back except Renee. She was like doing field work, like actual field work for something. And she kind of just popped in like in a phone call, like, oh, I wish I was there with you guys, because I think she wanted to, you know, keep her reputation as an actual scientist. That was more for like, I think just like people who watch the show was like, hey guys, they're still doing this shit. They still haven't found Bigfoot, but they're still doing it. The video just kind of seemed like off that episode, the special, because since it was like one special, I felt like everyone was like, we have to fucking find this guy or we're fucked. Like, we're not getting another chance at making this show. They didn't find Bigfoot. Needless to say, they did not find Bigfoot. Will they ever find Bigfoot? Probably not, because I don't think Bigfoot exists. If Bigfoot existed, we would have solid evidence or like high quality video of him. I feel like there's no high quality video of Bigfoot anywhere. Like, we have amazing cameras now. We have phones that can like zoom in like 20 times and look clear. And we haven't found anything. We haven't had any like good footage. Like, our even GoPros are fucking crazy, and we have drones. I don't know. I don't think it's exist. But Finding Bigfoot. I will keep watching this show. It is still a great show, and I like it.
Hey guys, real outro time. Is it? I feel like it's tilted. Hold on. I feel like it's tilted like a little bit like that. I just tilted the wrong way. I might have. No, that's good. Okay. Hey guys, real outro time. Because I just ended on, I like it, but I have more shit to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, really. This is my first video in 2 years, and I really enjoyed making it. I've always wanted to make content like this, like the commentary type content, because I watch a lot of it. And I watch a lot of like video essays and things like that. So I want to try and get into more of that content if this one does well. But I was trying to take my time with editing this and really not think about it when I'm at work. Because when I think about it when I'm at work, it makes me want to edit. And I can't edit because I'm at work. But fucking Max it's sending me notifications about it. It says, finish what you started, Finding Bigfoot. And I was like, no, I have to finish it. I have to get home. Once I get home and I have a few hours before work, I have to finish this video. And I finished it. Obviously, if you're watching this is a very long video, the longest video I think I've ever made, 30 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It's good of me making videos again. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know again. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace. Nice.